How you doing? Pete Gustis here, commercial residential real estate agent in Berks County, Pennsylvania, serving most of Pennsylvania in the southeast region. And I'm here with Omar Guzman, talking about commercial lending.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Pete, first of all, thank you for having me here. A little bit about myself. I do small business development with WellsFargo. I am newer to the WellsFargo family. My background is a little bit in retail as well as financial services. So right out of high school, I did retail, which was a lot of fun with the Timberland Boot Company. Moved into management with the L'Oreal Cosmetics. After that, did a little bit of financial aid advising with Universal Technical Institute. Then got into the retail banking space with Bank of America. I was a financial center manager there. And then through some mergers, I ended up with First National Bank. And then after that, here I am, WellsFargo, covering Central Pennsylvania, small business development officer.
Excellent. Yeah. That sounds... Okay. So what makes getting a commercial loan different than a residential loan?
Well, they are similar, but I would say that a commercial loan is a little bit more involved. Particularly from the perspective of we need to make sure that the deal makes sense, right? You're looking at a business as a whole. You're not just looking at buying a new home for yourself. So you're looking at the business, what's going to be the return on investment on that purchase, how is that going to be involved with your day-to-day actions and day-to-day course of business and where it goes from there. So you can expect a commercial loan to have a lot more check boxes. The commercial loan, we are under a lot more scrutiny with that. You would think that even buying a home, that's enough scrutiny, but there's a lot more with the commercial loan involved. So I would say it is a little bit more intricate, but with the right team and the right people, we'll be able to get you through that.
Okay, so sometimes it's an appraisal, sometimes it's a deal analysis, and sometimes it's both.
Correct. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Great way to say it. Yep. Appraisals are typically what takes most of the time to do, but other than that, they're very similar.
Okay. And do banks give pre-approval letters like when you buy a home?
I wouldn't call it a pre-approval per se. I would say it's more of like a good faith estimate. It does take a little bit longer than a residential pre-approval letter would take, but that's because it's a little bit more involved. But we would go through all the motions to ensure that it is a viable deal. First of all, we don't want to flood the funnel or the realtor's funnel with deals that are not viable and things of that nature. And the same goes for the lending part as well. We want to make sure that it is a deal that has the potential of getting approved, and we make sure that everything goes well with that. Yeah.
Okay. And how long does it normally take to close a regular commercial loan?
I would say on average about 45 to 60 days. As long as all the paperwork is in, as long as everything is on point and there are no unforeseen circumstances like weather or some sort of natural disaster, thing like that. But it pays to have good communication with all the parties involved and making sure that they've received everything and making sure that your answers or your questions are answered and things of that nature.
All right, so agreement of sale, you guys have the info, and then around 45 to 60 days to close.
Correct.
Great, great. Yep. And how much does somebody normally put down for the average commercial deal?
That would depend upon how the deal is going to be funded. For example, right now I deal mostly in 2 separate or 3 separate programs. Sometimes you need 0 down, depending on your industry, depending on where that's at. At the most, you're looking at about 25%. There may be a couple exceptions here and there where, in order to mitigate the risk, there's more. You want to have more skin in the game. But I would say on average anywhere between 10 to 25%.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, and any closing thoughts or anything that you thought would help somebody trying to get a commercial loan with advice before they came to you?
Yeah, I would say just make sure that you're on point with your personal credit, your personal finances, as well as the business finances, to make sure that you want to kind of take the angle from the person lending the money. Like, would you let yourself borrow the money type of thing? You want to get in the mentality of the banks and say, all right, well, does the payoff justify the risk type of thing?
Yeah.
So you want to kind of look at it from that perspective. Also, understand that this is a great thing that you're doing. This is great. You're expanding your business. You're acquiring new property. Who knows what that will lead to? So although it can seem a little daunting at times, understand that it should be a joyous time. Much like when I hear people buying a home. You're buying a home, great, wonderful. I know it can seem a little complicated, but stay positive. This is a good thing, and make sure that you have good communication with all the parties involved, and things will hopefully turn out for the best. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So Pete Gustis here, residential and commercial real estate agent in Pennsylvania, here with Louis Omar Guzman. Where can they
Yes.
find you?
They can find me at 484-877-0810, or you can look me up on LinkedIn. Just type my name in along with Wells Fargo. You'll find me.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody.